this point, it's over. That whole Sky Barbie thing, that thing is over. Angel Reese is done in Chicago. They're going to move on. They have to. With what Courtney Vandersloot just came back and said, Courtney Vandersloot just smoked Angel Reese. And you know who else is going in on Angel Reese? You got Nightcap with Unk and Ocho, Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson going in on this Angel Reese situation. She didn't think it was going to go this way.
If you're going to go at a legend, you better not miss. As we know, Angel Reese come out this week. She absolutely crushed her own teammates into the dust. And she even decided to go after a legend. The legendary Courtney Vandersloot, who, of course, blew out her ACL at the beginning of the season. And she is in the midst of making a comeback. And, of course, Angel Reese made some comments that were none too kind to a legend. Angel Reese will be lucky if she has a third of the career.
From the moment Angel Reese entered the WNBA, controversy seemed to follow her everywhere. Whether it was her stormy tenure at LSU or her jump to the professional stage, she quickly became a figure tied to drama. She embraced it fully, using the chaos to build her star power. But there comes a point when that approach stops working, especially when your targets are established legends like Courtney Vandersloot.
Why?
Because if you're going to challenge the greats of the game, you better hit your mark. And in Reese's case, her attempt to take down Vandersloot fell spectacularly short.
Rookie team. Angel will not have the career that Courtney Vandersloot has had. She won't. You know why? Because I don't think the league's going to tolerate her long enough. She's going to run her mouth until she just ends up jumping from team to team until she does what I think she should do right now.
Courtney Vandersloot is far more than just another player on the roster. She's a legend built on years of consistent excellence. Let's put her achievements into perspective. 5-time All-Star, 7-time assist leader, and a 2-time WNBA champion. Her track record is undeniable, and it's not something that can be brushed off with a casual remark. Angel Reese, however, clearly didn't get the memo. She publicly questioned Vandersloot's durability, her ability to bounce back from injury, and whether the Chicago Sky could count on her return. This wasn't a small jab. It was a direct strike at one of the league's most respected veterans. It wasn't subtle shade. It was a blatant slap in the face.
I don't know, Angel Reese. This is what Courtney Vandersloot had to say. She's firing off. Angel Reese, you got her twisted. She said, contrary to what people think, what people say or think, my age is actually not a factor. I am coming back. This is after Angel Reese said, yeah, Sloot is old. We need somebody young that can do this, that got some experience, but we need somebody young. She too old. I don't know if she can come back from that torn ACL.
But here's what's truly puzzling. Why would Angel Reese, barely into her sophomore season, choose this path? Why risk alienating not just a teammate, but a seasoned veteran who's battled injuries and won multiple championships? Reese hasn't even completed 2 full seasons, yet she's publicly challenging one of the league's most accomplished players. Meanwhile, peers like Caitlin Clark, once a rival, now a rising star, are already solidifying themselves as the pillars of their franchises. Clark is quickly becoming the face of the Indiana Fever and a mainstay in the WNBA, while Reese risks turning her own locker room against her. That's hardly the image of a player trying to establish herself as a leader.
But she's on video now, and she's made a direct shot. Courtney has answered the shot from Angel Reese. And I got to be honest with you. How much, I'm going to speculate out loud. How much shit was Angel Reese talking in that Chicago Sky locker room last year around Kennedy Carter about Caitlin Clark? All right, think about that a minute. The influence there. I got to tell you, I don't think it was Kennedy Carter that blew that locker room up. I think it was Angel Reese.
After tearing her ACL, Vandersloot put in the hard work, countless hours of rehab, grueling workouts, and repeated interviews where she vowed to come back stronger than ever. She has faced it all. The last thing she needed, especially from a supposed teammate, was for Reese to publicly imply that she was past her prime. Yet that's exactly what happened, and on a global stage, no less, during an interview. This is the kind of moment that makes veterans like Vandersloot shake their heads. Sure, frustrations and locker room disagreements are part of professional sports, but this crossed a line.
Who wasn't going for it? And I'm going to tell you right now, Courtney Vandersloot has won a title in Chicago, and she will not be playing with Angel Reese next year. I'm going to tell you that right now. Angel Reese is good as gone. Good as gone.
That's just part of the game. But what Reese did was different. She didn't keep her frustrations behind closed doors. She took them public, making sure the entire basketball world heard her doubts about Vandersloot's future. Publicly implying that a Hall of Fame level player like Vandersloot was unreliable isn't just disrespectful, it's a trust breaker. Comments like that can fracture a team. Enter Courtney's response. When asked about her future and whether age would affect her comeback, she didn't dodge, play it safe, or offer a politically correct answer. She looked the interviewer in the eye and said something clear and decisive. Contrary to what people think, my age is not a factor. I'm coming back stronger than ever. No passive-aggressive posts, no cryptic messages, just a direct, undeniable counterpunch aimed squarely at Reese. It was a clean, undeniable shot. Don't question my game, my age, or my career. Stepping back, Vandersloot's statement makes one thing clear. Her legacy is already built. She's done the hard work, earned her championships, and secured her place in WNBA history. Reese, by contrast, is still trying to forge hers. Instead of focusing on elevating her own game, she's throwing punches at a player whose achievements she hasn't even approached. Courtney has more championships than Angel Reese's playoff wins, a reality Reese will eventually have to face. Now look at Caitlin Clark, the same player Reese's fans constantly compare her to. Clark is also in her second year, just like Reese, but the difference is striking. Clark has endured relentless fouls, physical play, and constant targeting, yet she continues to rise, season after season. Vandersloot showed what true leadership looks like: decades of excellence, work ethic, and respect earned, not demanded. Reese, meanwhile, is letting drama overshadow her talent, alienating teammates, and risking her career before even hitting her stride. While Caitlin Clark quietly leads by example, Reese courts controversy, creating distractions for the Chicago Sky. The team now faces a choice: continue catering to her or cut losses before her value drops further. Vandersloot's response was clear: respect is earned, and immaturity has no place in the league.